Welcome, enthusiasts. In today's video, we're diving deep into the topic of nutrient burn in cannabis plants. We will be exploring what it is, how to recognize it, and most importantly, how to prevent and fix nutrient burn. Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned cultivator, this video has something for everyone. But before we begin, please don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos. Also, please remember that this is an educational video, and therefore all information provided is for educational purposes only. Now let's get started. Chapter 1. What is nutrient burn? Nutrient burn, also known as Nute Burn, is a condition that occurs when cannabis plants receive too many nutrients, particularly in excess of nitrogen, during their growth cycle. This can happen when growers use too much fertilizer or nutrient-rich additives, believing it will speed up plant growth or yield. Instead of boosting plant health, the surplus nutrients overwhelm the plant system, leading to damaged roots and leaves. The plant essentially burns from the inside, unable to process the excessive nutrients, which then accumulate and cause harm. Chapter 2. Symptoms of nutrient burn. The early signs of nutrient burn in cannabis typically appears in the leaves. You'll notice the leaf tips turning yellow or brown and curling inward, as if they are drying out or scorching. Over time, the discoloration can spread from the tips to the edges of the leaves, making them look crispy or burnt. The vibrant green color of healthy leaves fades, replaced by splotches of yellow or brown. If left untreated, nutrient burn can slow plant growth, reduce yields, and negatively impact overall plant health. It's important to differentiate these symptoms early on to prevent long-term damage. Chapter 3. What causes nutrient burn? Nutrient burn in cannabis can be caused by several factors, most of which stem from an overabundance of nutrients being fed to the plant. As we mentioned earlier, one of the primary causes is overfeeding, where too much fertilizer or nutrient-rich solution is applied, overwhelming the plant's ability to process them. This often occurs when growers mistakenly believe that more nutrients will accelerate growth, but instead, it leads to a toxic buildup, particularly of nitrogen. Cannabis plants have different nutrient needs during various stages of growth, and providing too much can result in leaf damage and stunted development. Nutrient burn can also be triggered by factors that indirectly affect how cannabis plants absorb nutrients. The most common one growers face is dry soil. When the soil dries out excessively, the concentration of salts and nutrients in the remaining moisture increases. As the plant becomes dehydrated and the roots search for water, they absorb more of these concentrated nutrients, which can lead to nutrient burn. The soil acts as a buffer for nutrient uptake, and when it's too dry, the balance is disrupted, resulting in the plant absorbing too many nutrients at once. Another common cause of nutrient burn is the overuse of bloom busters. These products are often high in phosphorus and potassium, designed to enhance bud development during the flowering stage. However, when used in excess, it can quickly overwhelm the plant, leading to the same toxic buildup that causes nutrient burn and will hinder bud growth. Additionally, overusing growth stimulators during the vegetative phase can cause nutrient burn. These stimulators often contain concentrated compounds intended to speed up growth by pushing the plant to take in more nutrients. While this might seem beneficial, it can lead to the plant absorbing far more than it can handle. The end result leads to nutrient burn, with visible damage to the plant's leaves and roots. Finally, improper pH levels in the soil or hydroponic solution can exacerbate nutrient burn. If the pH is out of balance, the plant's ability to absorb nutrients efficiently is impaired, causing a buildup of unabsorbed nutrients, which can then lead to toxicity and burn symptoms. Balancing nutrient input, water, and pH is crucial for preventing this condition. Chapter 4. Nutrient burn and nutrient deficiency. While nutrient burn is caused by an overabundance of nutrients, nutrient deficiency results from the opposite problem: a lack of essential nutrients. In nutrient burn, the first signs appear as browning leaf tips and edges, with leaves drying out and curling. In contrast, nutrient deficiency often causes leaves to yellow from the base of the plant upward, with signs like faded color, stunted growth, or weakened stems. It's important to identify the difference because the treatments for these conditions are quite opposite. While nutrient burn requires you to dial back on the nutrients, nutrient deficiency will need you to increase them. Chapter 5. Nutrient burn and light burn. Nutrient burn and light burn are two common issues that can affect cannabis plants, but they stem from entirely different causes. As we mentioned earlier, nutrient burn occurs when a plant receives too many nutrients, especially nitrogen, causing a toxic buildup that damages the plant's tissue. In contrast, light burn is caused by excessive exposure to intense light, particularly when lights are positioned too close to the canopy. Cannabis plants can suffer from light stress when they receive too much direct light or when the light is too powerful for their stage of growth. The signs of light burn typically start at the top of the plant, where it is closest to the light source. The leaves may turn yellow or bleach white, especially in the middle of the leaves rather than just the tips. Unlike nutrient burn, light burn often makes the leaves feel dry, but they don't usually become crispy. Light burn can also cause the buds to become airy and underdeveloped if left uncorrected. Chapter 6. How to prevent nutrient burn. Preventing nutrient burn in cannabis involves careful management of nutrient feeding, monitoring the plant's environment, and ensuring that the plant receives the right balance of nutrients throughout its growth cycle. One of the most effective ways to prevent nutrient burn is to follow a proper feeding schedule based on the plant's growth stage and specific strain requirements. Also, pay attention to the recommended nutrient dosage on the packaging. Manufacturers of various nutrients, bloom boosters, and growth stimulators often provide guidelines based on the specific needs of plants during different stages of growth. Avoid exceeding these recommendations, as many nutrient burns happen when growers try to accelerate growth by adding more nutrients than necessary. Flush the growing medium regularly with plain pH-balanced water. It can help clear out any accumulated salts or excess nutrients in the soil or hydroponic system. Flushing once every few weeks can maintain a healthy nutrient balance and keep the roots from becoming overwhelmed. Maintain optimal pH levels by regularly testing the pH of your water and growing medium to ensure it stays within the ideal range, between 6.0 and 7.0 for soil, and 5.5 to 6.5 for hydroponic systems. Finally, acquire and use an EC meter, also known as an electrical conductivity meter. An EC meter measures the concentration of dissolved salts that are in your water or nutrient solution, giving you a direct insight into how strong or weak the nutrient mix is. The EC meter works by measuring the electrical conductivity of your solution, which increases as more salts are dissolved. Nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium all contribute to the EC levels in the water. By applying these strategies, you can maintain a healthy nutrient balance for your cannabis plants and significantly reduce the risk of nutrient burn. Chapter 7. Will plants recover after nutrient burn? In many cases, cannabis plants can recover from nutrient burn if the issue is addressed quickly and properly. While the damaged leaves may not return to their original state, new growth should appear healthy once the nutrient levels are balanced. Recovery will depend on the severity of the burn and how promptly the corrective measures are taken. Plants that experience mild nutrient burn can often bounce back with minimal impact on their overall growth and yield. So that's it for today's deep dive into nutrient burn and its effects on cannabis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time.